Jessica and I just had a few things that we wanted to share. The first thing I wanted to share was about the Read to Succeed alignment. As you know, those templates went out to y'all for early childhood education, elementary education, and special education, and are due back to us on May 3rd. As always, if y'all have any questions about it or wanted to have any discussions with us, please, please, please feel free to reach out to us. We are happy to help. We also wanted to let you know that the middle and high school templates will be coming to you soon, at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. And they're going to be due back to us August 1st. So just to kind of put that in your schedule, in your mind, that's kind of the next piece of that puzzle. So we appreciate all the work that you're doing with that. And again, if y'all have questions, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. I also wanted to let you know that we have made a small update to the guidelines, to our educator preparation guidelines, and that is with regards to continuing program recognition. This is something that we were asked to review with the PRC, and it's really to identify reporting concerns, program reporting concerns, but the revisions made to this indicator really clarify expectations for the providers and their program reports. And we hope that they really kind of help to support you in the quality assurance process by articulating those clarified expectations to program reports and potential consequences for noncompliance with the state requirements. I'll tell you, I checked the website yesterday, and it looked to me like it was up, but I just checked it again this morning and it is not populated. The memos did go out yesterday and that language is in the memos. So I hope that that will be refreshed again today on the actual website. But if you don't see it right now, it is on the memo and it should be found in the memo section of our website as well. So just wanted to let you know about that. And again, if you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out to Jess or me. Jess, I will turn it over to you.
Thanks, friend. Good morning. Happy New Year. I hope your semester's off to an awesome start. And so I just have 4 quick announcements. They are all just reminders. So just as a heads up, in the next few weeks, Jackie and I will send out emails for the EPP annual assurances. And so we'll send those out at the end of January, beginning of February, just to have that on your radar. That will also coincide when CAPE typically sends out the email letting you know about the annual report. And so if you are unable, or if you are not a CAPE granted institution and instead you go through state accreditation, we will send out those state documents for you so that way you can fill those out. Again, both of those will come out at the end of January, beginning of February. Third announcement I have for you is that earlier this week, CAPE sent an email to all existing site visitors asking for your availability for fall 2025 visits. So if you have not filled that out and you are interested, please be sure to fill that out. Also, if you are not currently a CAPE site visitor and you want to become one, awesome. That's one of the best ways you can really understand the CAPE standards is to become a site visitor. In order to do that, you have to sign up for what is known as the online volunteer application. And typically that opens up through CAPE about the spring semester. So sometime like usually February, March-ish. But if you can send Jackie and I an email, we can be on the lookout for that. You will have to go to training over the summer. So just as a heads up, the training now, though, is online. So that's nice, as opposed to having to go in person. And then you would usually, how CAPE has structured their site visits now for the new site visitors, is you are paired with kind of a veteran site visitor for your first go round. So that way you really kind of have that mentorship role. So again, if you're interested in becoming a site visitor, please let Jackie and I know, and we can hopefully help kind of shepherd you through that whole process. Last announcement is that on Monday, we sent an email to all EPPs just kindly reminding you to check your clearance status of your student teachers currently out in the field right now. So if you have not done so, please make sure you do so. And then also, just a friendly reminder that February 15 is that deadline for the student teachers set to student teach in fall to have all their materials in their My SC Educator. So February 15th is that deadline for the fall. So Jackie, I think that's it. I notice we have Lilla and we have Mary on the call with us. We got some great visitors. Ladies, did we miss anything? Is there anything you want to share with our EPPs?
Lila, do you have anything?
Oh, Lila, I think you're muted still. There you go.
And hopefully I'm unmuted. I'm coming to you from my car. So if I cut out internet-wise, y'all let me know. But I did want to share some exciting news. We have been working with the SC Lead team to add your previous teaching candidates' names to your reports on ADEPT results. So that change should have gone through. I'll put so you can always look at there's one with the names that tells you the names in it, but doesn't match the results. Now you have names matched to results. So I'll put the name of that report into the chat. If you have any issues with that, please contact me or contact Dr. Kimberly Howard, and we can look into it, but we think that those should be matched up correctly for you. So just wanted to share some good news.
And for all our new EPPs, if you're wondering, how can that help you? That will be crucial for helping you meet CAPE Standard 4. So that's awesome news. Lila, thanks for sharing that.
Jess, you mind if I make a few announcements or just reminders? So I appreciate you reminding folks about the clearance status of your student teachers. You know, just as a reminder, that is a statutory requirement. So before candidates enter full-time student teaching, they must have completed that fingerprint-based background report process and review. And we build that 6-month timeline in essentially for any candidate that may have to go through an additional review process. So obviously, your candidates that have no charges or no findings on a background report, they don't have to go through an additional clearance. Candidates that do have findings or do have records on those documents when they come into us have to minimally go to our certification review committee. It meets once a month. Becca Berg on our team is the education associate that works with candidates that have to go before that CRC. Most of your folks that may have an issue are going to get cleared at that level. Anyone, though, that has charges that have not been adjudicated, has a felony charge or felony conviction or a series of misdemeanors, however, are likely going to be referred to either the educator licensure subcommittee or the full board of the state. So we want to make sure that your folks have every opportunity, if they must, to go through that process and be approved for student teaching clearance. This also, and y'all know this is really about protecting kids in classrooms. It's also about making sure that the candidates that you are supporting and sending out into the field will be eligible for certification. Every now and then we do encounter a situation where someone has to go through some additional steps, may have to repeat background reports before certification because of findings at student teaching. So again, just a reminder about the importance of that process and your responsibility in ensuring that your candidates are approved before they go into the field. Other things to mention, as you know, it is January, and not only is this the start of a new year, it is the start of a new legislative session. So there will be a number of bills that you are likely asked to review with your colleagues and will have interest in. I did want to give you a heads up, and I think most of you know this. We have proposed amendments to Regulation 4364, the certification requirements at the advanced level. And these are the requirements around principal certification, school librarian, school psych, library or SLPs. So just want to make sure that you take a look at that. The primary change we're recommending, and we shared this with you in September, or with deans in September, is to move principal certification to a PK-12 grade span. So currently, we're one of those oddball states that certifies school leaders, elementary or secondary. That doesn't really align with our schools. It doesn't align with how your institutions prepare leaders to work in schools. And it causes districts some heartburn and staffing, and it causes these educators some challenges when trying to add the complementary field. So it was time. It's been 10 years since we've updated that regulation. So just want to give you a heads up that it's out there, and to make you aware. And always, your voices as educators matter. So if there's any, issue related to these or other things that you want to voice your concerns about or your support of, make sure you reach out to your legislators and your folks at your institutions as well. So, Stephanie, you've got your hand raised. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just wanted to double check that our student clearance is good for, was it 18 months post them being cleared?
So when we post a letter for your candidates in their portal, and this is based on the timeline in the statute, that clearance is good for 18 months. That's the validity period of those background reports for certification purposes. So if you see in the portal, if you go in and let's say you've got a candidate who moved from one student teaching semester to another, if you see that their approval status is expired, it means that they are beyond that 18-month window, and they are not cleared until they repeat that process.
So if they go through that background check process again, if they've already got their application in the system, do they need to resubmit a full new application or just do the background check?
I would actually recommend they submit an updated application and background report because it makes sure that the case is created for us to update that clearance letter for them.
Okay, great.
That's
Thank
a
you.
good question. Thank you. I appreciate that.
And just to add on to that, Stephanie, the fee that they pay is good for 3 years.
3 years. Yep. All right. I think that's all from my end, unless you've got some questions. I'm going to turn things over to Jackie and Jessica again.
Awesome. I'm going to put in the chat those South Carolina provider requirements. I think what I pulled up this morning was a cached version. So it is live there. So you'll have that link if y'all have any questions for that as well.
Jackie,
Awesome.
I think if you may want to touch base with Ryan, next to the title of that document, it still shows listed on the web page as being that 2021 version and not the updated version. But when you click on the link, it's the new version.
Okay. I will let him know. Thank you for that. Sure. Great. Well, we thank y'all for being here this morning. If you have any additional questions, feel free to stick around. Jess and I will be on the call and happy to answer any questions you might have. But as always, it's great to see you guys. I hope you have a great start to your semester, and thank you for being here. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Rob, I see you got your hand up. Is there something we can help you with?